gentlemen, and welcome to our show, What's It Like? We are today going to look at the industry of television and the particular sector of TV shows. First of all, I wanted to present to you the different types of shows which are actually presented in the reality shows industry. To start with, the two first types of shows are based on the audition for the game, and the candidates are there for several weeks. They can eventually win something if they reach the end of the program and win the final. So among these types of shows, there is the selection shows, in which the audience plays a role of selection and decides which candidate has to stay or leave the program. On the other hand are the internal shows. The audience can only look at the show and follow internal evolution. The candidates are evicted or maintained in the program by the other candidates or by a jury. So, for example, you have So You Think You Can Dance in the United States and Canada, or Koh-Lanta in France, or X Factor in the United Kingdom and France. The third type of show is onlooking show, which relies on the participation of individuals for a single episode in a certain context. So, for example, you have Nanny 911 in the UK, or Super Nanny in the United States and in France. So, concerning the history of our sector, it started in 1977 with the first show in Germany, and in 42 years the sector developed very rapidly. The television landscape was more composed of TV games, movies and series, and we can suppose that series were actually a preparation for reality TV. The spectator could only follow the life of individuals which he knew were not real, and thanks to reality TV shows, he had the feeling that people were not only following a scenario but simply living their lives. Now, we are going to have a look at the targeted market and customers. So, as it appears, our industry has a very wide target, such as it includes various types of programs, and it concerns the whole population owning a TV set. So, first of all, the main target is teenagers. They will tend to look at shows due to peer pressure, and channels will specifically target them by providing songs, universe, and characters they can identify with. So, for example, Star Academy in France knows a real success among teenagers. Adults, on the other hand, will tend to look at TV as an escape from their daily lives. And for example, shows like How Clean Is Your House in the UK will tend to flatter the audience who won't really identify to the characters in the show. Now we're going to have a look at the pricing power and income of our industry. It basically relies on the diversity of the target which we've just looked at. Indeed, it is easy to segment the market. For example, shows which attract teenagers will have a particular type of sponsors which will be very easy to find for the channels. Moreover, they will provide byproducts about this particular shows which will eventually be bought by the teenagers which look at the shows. Besides, selection shows, as we previously called them, allow the audience to vote for its favorite candidate by calling paying numbers or sending surcharged text messages. Eventually, we are going to have a look at the potential risks of this industry. First of all, the short-term risks, which are basically the repeated accusations about the morality of the shows provided to the audience. Indeed, several shows are often accused of exposing too much the candidates and going up to a rather pervert attitude from the audience. Besides, other shows are accused of going too far, such as The Big Donner Show, which was broadcasted in the Netherlands in June 2007. It appeared at the end that it was only to create a buzz around donation and get people to donate their organs more easily. But still, it aroused strong reactions from people who really thought that reality TV could go that far. Eventually, we're going to look at long-term risk. People can eventually get bored with reality shows and lose interest in this show to finally stop watching them. One of the reasons why they could get bored with these shows is that they eventually wonder if it is still reality or only shows. And to investigate on the last question, we're going to meet our reporter, Julie, who is investigating on the vision of this industry.
Yes, Adeline, I'm here in front of the BBC Tower, just at my right, and I'm here to talk about the vision of the industry of the reality shows. So what is our industry's mission? What is reality show mission? Well, first of all, it's to make profit, make money, and make people watch the shows. Secondly, it's to maybe create jobs like dancers, makeup artists, or lots of kind of jobs, and try to make people famous after these shows. Maybe because you meet professionals that can help you after to become famous. Secondly, I will talk about the impact on the environment of the reality show. Well, firstly, we can think that the reality show is bringing back people to a very animal state, because you look at the lives of other ones, and you may live by proxy. But we can also think that it impacts on the environment, because, as I said before, it creates jobs. So it helps people to find a new job or even restart a new life and become famous. And I will focus now on jobs creation. As I said, it can create jobs when you become famous, like dancers, singers, lots of kinds of things. So we have shows like in France, Incroyable Talent, or in England, Britain's Got Talent. So these shows try to create new jobs or new offers for starting a new life for people. And it also creates jobs in makeup artists or managing the show, like cameraman, or lots of different kind of jobs. So this is very important to point out, because we almost all the time see the negative point of view of the reality shows, but behind this point of view, we can think that there are job opportunities.